Thank you very much. The performance of the electricity supply industry should be in line with the environmental considerations, and specifically, as you may be aware, the head of state issued a directive to stop cutting down the forest in the north, but this shortly will be covering the entire country, most likely. So as the authority, one of our mandates is to establish the tariff structure and approve rates and charges which people pay for the electricity services. So we have come up with a cooking tariff, and these are tariffs to enable e-cooking, electricity cooking. There are two tariff structures set, one for the domestic and then the other one for the institutions. A cost recovery tariff for domestic is at 775.7 Ugandan shillings. But we've established that for cooking domestically, one uses more than 80 units. From the 81st to 150th unit, Yaka unit, a month, we have set a tariff of 412, which is a cross-subsidized tariff. What we are now dealing with is to sensitize the public to ensure that they take advantage of this. So we are alive that we must take care of Mother Nature. We must use the environment in such a way that it is able to protect us, but also it remains available for the future generations. So we've also determined the tariff for institutional cooking, which is even cheaper. Remember, domestic cooking is 412 shillings per Yaka token, but institutional cooking is at 360 Uganda shillings per Yaka token. And we have done practicals where you find that cooking meals that take longer, like beans, the cost of the power that you use to cook is less than 2,000 shillings. And for all purposes and intent. Yes, we had an old billing system which the accelerating, connecting households to the electricity has outgrown, the number of customers have outgrown the capacity of the existing billing system. And therefore, the Ministry of Energy, through the electricity regulator, approved the United States dollars 4.281 million to implement a new, bigger billing system, which is able to even take up the 1 million new connections that we are implementing through the Scale-Up program. You know that we have a Scale-Up program funded by World Bank, about $683 million, and part of the proceeds will go towards connecting 1 million households onto the grid, meaning the current 2.3 million connected household will increase to 3.3 and above, because there are also government initiatives for densification, for intensification that are coming a long way to accelerate, to support accelerating access to clean energy. Also, we are encouraging the public, and we are calling upon them, whenever you get a challenge with vending, please notify us, because the system is under the warranty period. The providers are still with us, they have not put their hands off, and we don't want to remain within a gap. So if there is a unique negative experience that you are experiencing from the way you are vending using the old system, please raise it with us so that we take it to Indra and we are able to rectify it. But the system is stabilizing, and by the end of February we will have a more bigger and stable system, both for postpaid and prepaid. Umeme has been running the distribution business in the country. Approximately 95% of the distribution business has been run by Umeme through a 20-year concession, which government procured competitively, and the concession agreement was signed in 2005, and therefore it will be coming to its natural end by end of March, 31st March 2025. And therefore we are transiting from Umeme Limited back to the Uganda Electricity Distribution Company. But also that is transitionally, because the decision that we have as government, the decision we have from government is to implement a public-private partnership. And why are we doing this? Because we are cognizant that while we want to focus on funding or investing into the electric supply industry, the entire value chain, the generation, transmission, distribution, and the sale, there will be times when, because of what the country is going through, the government may not, in a timely manner, mobilize these resources when we want it, especially for emergency capex. For example, a transformer has faulted, transformer is overloaded, you know, for longer term investment, because the period for packaging is longer. We've also, the new law also brought in the net metering. Net metering is on the domestic side, where the consumers may elect to install rooftops, and at the time when they are using the power, they use it, but the time when they are not using the power, for example, at night they are sleeping, or even they are at work and they are not using their power maximally, this power is exchanged to the grid. As of now, they banker with the grid and they withdraw with the grid. So as you put your rooftop, you don't want to go for batteries because it makes it more expensive.